High-quality assessment strategies are among the most powerful tools that instructors can utilize to implement and maintain effective and motivating learning environments for students. Assessment encompasses the entire process of measuring, evaluating, documenting, and communicating learner performance. Furthermore, not only do good assessment practices provide information about how well learners are learning, but also lend valuable insight into how well teachers are teaching. Hi, I'm Linda Lorm, an instructional designer with the Academic Technology Services team. In this module, we'll focus on assessment. You will find the handout for this module in our Moodle site, located in the Moodle book under the chapter titled Assessment. The handout includes helpful links to additional resources, including a link to the U of M's Center for Teaching and Learning and other recommended readings. Assessment and grading criteria are addressed on page 5 of the check. As part of good course design, we recommend the following best practices. Consider including an array of graded activities and strategies to measure student progress. This provides students with options that accommodate their individual learning differences and strengths. Assessments should be aligned with course level and assignment level learning objectives in order to provide students with a clear understanding of how the activity fits into the course. Answer the question, "Why are we doing this activity?" before students ask. Provide students with clear and specific information about how work will be evaluated and scored, such as a rubric or model examples to follow. When students understand expectations, they are more likely to reach them. Good assessment occurs early and often within a course and honors a complete feedback cycle. That is, students receive regular, direct, and timely information about their own progress. Provide a way for students to check their progress throughout the course. Be upfront about your grading policy and include it in your syllabus and for each assignment or graded activity. The handout for this module describes a wide array of supportive academic technologies you can use to create, manage, and facilitate assessment activities in your course. When choosing an appropriate supportive technology, it is helpful to consider assessment strategies according to 5 broad categories. There is a direct relationship between student time on task and the quality of learning outcomes. Use these assessment strategies to help gauge the degree and quality of student engagement with the course materials as well as class participation and effort. Consider supportive technologies that include features for tracking participation levels and scoring attendance. Learning is partially socially constructed and can be enhanced by thoughtful discussion with others about ideas and diverse viewpoints. Don't forget to provide students with clear guidelines about discussion etiquette and take time to cultivate a courteous and respectful course climate. Consider supportive technologies such as forums, web conferencing, and collaborative document development. Written assignments allow students to reflect upon their understanding, demonstrate understanding of supporting information, and present points of view in thoughtful ways. When assigning written activities within a course, consider including exemplary samples of finished work to guide student performance and remind students to follow proper protocols to credit and cite source materials to avoid plagiarism. Supportive technologies include Moodle features and other U of M resources for exchanging and reviewing written work. Media and content creation projects. This includes student-generated presentations, videos, multimedia presentations, and other artistic or informational works. Media development and project-based assessments provide students with opportunities to demonstrate higher-level learning by applying an array of skills such as writing, creativity, research skills, and the ability to synthesize multiple ideas and concepts into a cohesive end product. Be aware that assessments of this type require longer timelines, and students may benefit from a guided process approach that breaks the project down into subtasks that build toward the final product. Students may also require additional technical support or targeted training if the activity includes digital technologies. This category includes graded exams or quizzes, practice quizzes for self-assessment, and surveys or polls for measuring student comprehension or learning needs. Surveys, polls, and short quizzes can also be used as tools for informal course evaluation or to gauge if students need additional time with a particular topic. Keep in mind that using graded exams or quizzes in an online environment requires additional design considerations, including exam security. The handout for this module provides links to additional resources. As a brief review, to add any of the Moodle features described in the handout to your course site, follow these quick steps. Turn editing on. Navigate to the section of the course site where you want the feature to appear and select the Add an Activity or Resource link to view a menu of features. Choose the feature and select Add. The handout provides links to more detailed instructions for configuring specific features. Also, be aware that some Moodle features, such as the progress bar, are actually blocks and can be added to a course site using the Add a Block menu. Feedback is as important to the assessment process as measuring performance. Students need and want to know how they are doing in a course, and when feedback is provided early and often, students have the opportunity to respond and make any needed adjustments in their performance to achieve successful course outcomes. The Moodle Gradebook, also called Grades, is a valuable tool to support feedback. There are two significant reasons to use the Moodle Gradebook. When properly configured, the Gradebook supports most instructors' grading approaches and can save time and effort calculating and communicating marks and scores, especially when integrated with some of the other automated assessment features of Moodle. Grades can also be exported as PeopleSoft-compatible files for midterm and final grade reporting. The ability to check scores and grades at any time online is a significant benefit for students. The Gradebook is a private and secure way to communicate performance information with each student without the need for email, office visits, or coded rosters. We recommend taking advantage of available training events or individualized support to make the most of the Moodle Gradebook. Your instructional designer or IT fellow is available to assist you to configure your Moodle Gradebook to meet your specific course needs. Please review the resources and activities for this module in our Moodle site. Thanks for watching.